Welcome at the webinar for WMS Basics in NetSuite. I'm Frigge Groot. I'm 34 years old. My expertise is on the supply chain processes like the inbound, outbound, inventory management, MRP, but also on the production side and finance side. Together with my colleague Tawana, I will give you a small insight of WMS. About FoodQloud, where I work for. We are an Oracle NetSuite solution provider for the food and beverage industry. We have a 100% industry focus, and we have a good team of experienced guys. If you want to know more, please visit our website here below. The webinar audience for today, this webinar is for the companies that want an insight into a WMS. It's the basic functionality of WMS, so the inbound flow, some replenishment, and the outbound flow. And this is more or less how to use the WMS instead of how to set it up. The user benefits of WMS, it eliminates manual processes, allowing you to minimize handling costs, but also run your warehouses more smoothly. Subjects of today. First, we start with the WMS inbound. Then we go to the replenishment, because you need to replenish some from bulk bins to the pick bins. Then my colleague Tawana will give you a small insight for order picking and the shipping of WMS. Before we're going to jump into the processes, I want to first explain something about this application. You have the SCM mobile, the supply chain management mobile app. And inside of the supply chain mobile app, you have multiple applications. It's like WMS, Ship Central, Smart Count, Manufacturing Mobile, Quality Management. But all are coming together in one app. And when you click on the WMS, for instance, then you can see, okay, you need to select a warehouse. So each app you want to start in, you need to select a warehouse. In this case, the wholesale company. When you want to go back to switch applications, you can always click on the hamburger menu. And then you can see here multiple things. You have here a select warehouse. Then you can select another warehouse to go into WMS again. But also when you want to have the switch applications, you can choose another applications on the scanner or on your computer. For instance, you click on the Ship Central. You every time need to select the warehouse. You have the wholesale company again. And then you can do the things inside of Backstation based on the warehouse. The mobile screens are customized. You can customize the screens. You can add save searches to data tables. You want to have the item name, for instance, or an extra transaction body field inside of the scanner. It's all possible. Also, you can use customized scripting to create custom processes inside of the WMS features or inside of the Ship Central, Manufacturing Mobile, for all the apps. Yeah. Now we're going to jump in to the processes. The first topic of today is WMS inbound. WMS inbound flow goes. We have a truck arrives with a packing slip. On the packing slip, we have the purchase order number. The warehouse employee is receiving the goods via the scanner. A quality controller is checking the quality of the product with the tablet. And the warehouse employee is putting away the inventory to the storage bin. We set up an inbound bin and a storage bin. We have set up quality specifications. We have set up the quality order workflow and enhanced receipt quarantines. And with the pass fail criteria, we're going to switch the inventory status. Also, when we create, when the quality order is created, the inventory status change will be right ahead to QC check. The item. Underneath the item, we need to set up the quality specification context. And this is a connection between the item, specification from the quality order, and the action, what is triggered the workflow. It's quarantine version 2. The inbound flow is, we receive something, WMS, a quality order is created, the inventory status will be changed to QC check. When the quality order values will result a pass, then it will be changed to the status. But when it is result to a fail, then it will be changed to the inventory status blocked. Afterwards, we're gonna do a bin put away to put the inventory back to the storage bin. I'm now the warehouse employee. We want to receive a purchase order. So you go to WMS. The warehouse is automatically selected. We're gonna go to receiving of a purchase order. You can scan the purchase order. You can also select the purchase order from a list or from a vendor. But for now, we're gonna scan the purchase order number. Now you can see all the items that needs to be received. You can see when you turn the received on the received quantity. For now, I will turn it off. Here we can, invisible or visible columns, what you want to show or what you want to hide. For now, we scan the M0001, this is the debone steak, and we have here the auto-generate lot functionality inside of it. The setup is we have the auto-generated lot number. I want to have the supplier lot as my internal lot. So my supplier lot of the item, I scan it as well if it's possible, otherwise I type it in. And I have here the feature of the country of origin. Now, this meat comes from the Netherlands, and we press on the auto-generated lot. You can now see that the supplier lot number is used as an internal lot number. We can now enter the expiry date of the product. It's visible on the product, so like 18/02/2025, for instance. And we enter the lot. Now we come in an enter quantity screen, so we can check how much of those quantities I want to receive, if it is partial receive or it's more or less. But for now, I just enter 500. You can also change the inventory status here. It's not applicable because we want to automatically change it via the quality orders. Also, you have here the print functionality. It's not a part of the demo, but via a connection, you can immediately send prints to the printer. You can also change multiple units. So I want to receive cases of 12, or cases of 24, but for the demo, I only want to receive 500 each. I enter the quantity, and then we can scan the bin. So what we did, received the item, we connected the lot, connected the expiry date, and now we check it on in which inbound bin we want to store it. Put it on the inbound bin. We scan another item, enter, and we do the same thing over and over again. So you scan here the supplier lot, auto-generated lot. You can also skip it and then enter a lot by yourself. When the item doesn't have an expiry date, just enter the lot. And you don't have the expiry date based on the lot. 750 each. Enter. And we scan the bin, dus the inbound bin. In the quality tablets, we can see that there's a quality order created based on the item receipt we just did. But also on the inventory balance, you can see that the inventory status of the lot of the item that we just have received is on QC check. The status does not allow to commit the inventory. That's why the availability is 0. And also you have 500 received. So 500 is now on hand. The quality controller has a tablet. Clicking on the thing that we want to control, and they already filled in the pallet top temperature, the pallet mid temperature, the pallet top bottom temperature. When you check the question mark, and you can see here the minimum temperature needs to be 0, or the maximum needs to be 4. When I do, for instance, 5, so the pallet top temperature is too high, and I've set the pass fill criteria, and I record the thing, then you can see it is a fail of the quality order. When I do press finish inspection, then the QC status will be changed to blocked. It's not a part of this demo, but this is what happens. When I put it here 4, everything is green. This is an halal. Then I record, and then we can see it will return a pass. Put on the finish inspection, and in this way the workflow is triggered. We'll be putting the inventory status not on QC check, but on good. This takes some small time, but when I think I refresh it, it's not yet processed, but the workflow will trigger the event. You can see now that the bone steak inbound of this lot, status is good, there are 500 available and 500 on hand, ready to place in the bulk bin. Now I am the warehouse employee. We'll put away the inventory. We go back to the WMS section and we put on receiving, put away, and we're gonna do a bin put away. You have all inbound staging bins here. So we put on the inbound bin, and here we can see which items we can place from the inbound bin to the storage bin. Now you can see here the 500 eaches of the lot we just received with the inventory status good. I want to move 500 of those eaches to the pick bin. You can also put it in the storage bin, and then from the storage bin we can replenish to a pick bin. This will be the next section. You can do the next put away, press again the inbound bin, and you can put away the other item. The second subject of today is the WMS replenishments. The bin replenishment flow, the warehouse manager generated replenishment task. This can be via schedule or via NetSuite. The warehouse employee replenish the inventory to the pick locations based on WMS scanners. Generate replenishment tasks if the bin quantity is lower than the replenishment minimum quantity, then the item can be generated as a replenishment task. In the scanner, we execute the replenishment tasks. The setup for bin replenishments, you need bins, you need a storage bin, and you need a pick bin. But on the pick bin, you need to set up the minimum quantity. This is the quantity that when it falls lower than the minimum quantity, then the replenishment can be generated. The maximum quantity is the maximum amount of quantity of the product that can be stored on the bin. The round quantity is the multiplier where you want to replenish with, and the replenishment quantity is the quantity where you want to replenish it with. Create bin replenishments. I'm logged in now as a warehouse manager. You go to the WMS inventory, bin replenishments, and you see here the generate bin replenishment tasks. With this task, you can generate one or more bin replenishments. You can also set up the schedule that will run every 15 minutes or every hour, depending on the situation. So WMS inventory, bin replenishment, generate bin replenishment tasks for now. You can filter on which location, but also on the item family set up on an item or the item group. So you can lower your search down to a group or of items that you want to replenish. For now, we don't want to lower down, so we display everything. Then the next screen will pop open and you can see all the items that needs to be replenished on the bin. You can see the minimum quantity of the big bin needs to be 20, but is now 0. So you want to replenish it with 250 of this item. We can assign also the tasks on a scanner, on a name. It needs to be an employee. So I put it on my own name. Check this. You can mark all or unmark all. Generate and release. And now replenishment task will be created based on this item, this needs. I'm now the warehouse employee. I want to execute the replenishment task. So I go to the WMS section. And replenishment is a inventory task. So you need to go first to inventory. Then you have here the replenishment. And here you have all the replenishment tasks on your name or on nobody's name. You can see here the two replenishment tasks we generated. And you can see one and another one for 250. This is because the max quantity on a bin is 500, so you can put 2 pallets of 250 beef Olafs in this case. Click on the first one. We want to replenish, so you go to the bin. You scan the bin, the storage bin. You scan the item. You scan the lot. You need always the quantity. 250. Scan the lot and the quantity. And then you go to the pick bin. And you see here, this is the expected bin. You scan the bin. And you move now the inventory from the storage bin to the big bin. So one time again, the replacement task. Scan first the storage bin. Scan the item. Then scan the lot or enter the lot with the quantity. And then scan the pick bin. And that's it. This is the replenishment.
Hi, good morning. My name is Tawana Tamir. I'm working for more than 5 years with NetSuite. I'm going to tell you something today about the WMS single order picking and a quick ship functionality. This is a quick overview about the WMS outbound process in NetSuite. For the picking, we need a sales order and available quantity. We can assign pickers to specific pick tasks, start picking, and then put the order on an outbound staging bin. When the order is on the staging bin, we can start the quick ship process, and after that, the sales order is ready for invoicing. WMS order picking. For this example, we have already created a couple sales orders with available quantity, so the warehouse manager can create a wave, and in our case, he will create a wave for a specific route. For each day of the week, there is a specific route. We will create a wave only for orders that have committed quantity. In the wave, we must set the type of order picking. In this case, I will show you the single order picking part. There is also an option to do the multiple order picking or bulk picking, and we will cover these options in another webinar. We can assign the pick task to a specific picker in a specific zone, for example, the dry zone, the cold storage, or the fridge. The picker will start picking on his scanner and select the zone where he is in. He starts the pick process, and when he is done picking, he will set all the items to the outbound staging bin that is related to the route he is picking for. When the pick task is done, an item fulfillment record will be created in NetSuite. You can find this under the related records on your sales order. I will now take you into NetSuite. What you see here is a sales order for the health company. They have ordered 15 kilos of whey protein. And this order needs to be shipped at the 25th of February with route 2001. The committed quantity of this order is 15, same as ordered, so that means that this order is ready for picking. We will now create a wave. Here you have a wave criteria. You can add some custom fields like we did here on the route. In this case, this order was mentioned for 2001. We can change the dates to a specific search, and then we will look for all the sales order for this location between these dates with this route. Here we have the sales order line. If you want to change the picking type, you can do it here, like bulk picking or multiple order picking, but in this case, I will show you the single order picking. I will select the order line and click on Save. In the background, there will be now created a pick task. This pick task will be assigned to no picker. If you like, you can assign this to a specific picker. We can go to WMS Outbound and go to Bulk Assign Pick Tasks. We will open this in a new tab so that we can look back to this one. In this case, we will enter the location to the location we are working in. In this case, it's the wholesale company, and they are now looking for all pick tasks related to this criteria. You can add some extra criteria if you like, but in this case, I only have one. So when somebody is sick, a picker, and they have assigned a lot of tasks to him, you can check here the assigned picker and change it in bulk to somebody else. In this case, I'll check my as a picker. I will select the order line we have just created. In this case, it's the same order, and we click on Submit. Now we have add this pick tasks to a specific picker. When we go back to the pick task and refresh the page, you will see that the assigned picker now is set to my name. I will now open the mobile emulator. Here you see different applications like the WMS, Ship Central, Smart Count, Manufacturing Mobile, and Quality Management. In this case, we are working in a WMS, so I will open this application. We are working in the picking process, so let's click on picking and we choose for the single order picking. We have the orders released with the wave, so we'll check the released orders, and we are working with a sales order. Now we can enter the zone. In this case, the picker is working in two zones, like the cold storage and the dry zone. So only for these related bins related to this zone will be available in as pick task in the scanner. In this case, we have sales order 894 for the health company with a total quantity of 15 that needs to be shipped on the 25th of February with PostNL. The pick status is started. We select the order and we select the pick tasks. This pick task is not now assigned to me, and someone else cannot see this pick task. I click on the pick task, and now I need to enter the bin where I'm going to. In this case, I will go to this bin because this is a picking location. It's a dry storage pick, and the location is A012. I select the bin, and I enter the item I want to pick. Now I have to enter the quantity. I need to pick 15. And when there is a barcode available with the lot numbers, you can scan it, but also when you scroll down, you see all the available lots on that specific bin. I select the lot number, and I'm gonna choose the outbound staging bin. In this case, we're gonna select route 2 because we're working for route 2001. And here you see that the following items have been successfully staged to route 02. Now we can do the next order if they are available. In this case, there are no orders anymore. So we will go back to the sales order. On the related records, after a refresh of the page, we go to the related records. And you will see here the wave that we have created and the item fulfillment that we have created by staging the items to a specific bin. In this case, the status of the item fulfillment is directly packed. When we set up the rule for manually pack, the status will be picked and we have to pack it manually or via the pack station. On the item line, you see now that the quantity picked and the quantity packed is 15. The status of the item fulfillment that is created in NetSuite is now packed. In WMS, there are different rules, and for the packing part, we have disabled the manually packed rule. When you enable this rule, you can do the packing manually in NetSuite on the item fulfillment or use the Ship Central pack part, and that we will cover in a later webinar. The order is now ready for shipment. In NetSuite, you have multiple options to ship your sales order. You can do this manually on the item fulfillment and the shipping. Add the shipping information like shipping cost and set the status to shipped on the item fulfillment. We can use the quick ship option in the WMS scanner, which I will show you later. Requirements herefore is to set a shipping method on the sales order, and there must be an available WMS carrier, or you can ship via the Ship Central bundle that is available for NetSuite. The item fulfillment has now the status packed, what means that this order is ready for shipment. The quick ship functionality is in the WMS. We click on the picking because it's in the outbound process, and then we select the quick ship. In this case, we are shipping a sales order, and we select the sales order from list. If you have the number or the carton number, you can enter it also here. I select the sales order, and I select the carton number. We will add the tracking number that we received from PostNL, enter the tracking number, and in this case, sales order 894 with the carton is shipped successfully. We are now ready for the next shipment. When we go to the sales order and we refresh the page, you see that the status now is pending fulfillment, and after the refresh, it will be pending billing because the sales order is now ready for invoicing. On the tab Shipping, we see here the tracking number that we've just entered via the quick ship functionality. On the item line at the back, we see that this is fulfilled and that this order is ready for invoicing.
Thank you, Tawana, for your explanation about WMS shipping, but also the picking part. And everybody, thank you for your attention. If you know more, please contact us and then we can schedule a meeting. Everybody, have a great day.